Hey everybody, it's Pravus from the future. Got some bad news. The video you were expecting to watch today? Yeah, the video file got corrupted. So there's going to be a bit of a gap between the last video and this current video, and I do sincerely apologize about that. That's just one of the downsides about playing Iron Man. When things go wrong, I can't exactly reload and fix it, so... Oops. I can tell you that in that video, the war with Hungary ended without any more intervention on my part. We won against the Ottomans. I took, I think, 3 or 4 more provinces, mostly trade-focused, so I can have as much power in that trade node as possible, so I can build out my army and deny them funds. And along the way, the Mamluks decided to jump on the Ottomans again. So when we get into this video, you'll see I have a little bit more land, and also the Mamluks are currently at war with the Ottomans, but otherwise things are looking pretty good. I also can't remember if it was in this video or a different one that I secured an alliance with Castile. So, if that's supposed to be there, then don't be surprised. Again, though, guys, I think that's... I'm sorry, there's just nothing I can do about it. It just happened, so let's move on, and hopefully you'll catch up quickly. Hello, everybody. My name is Pravus, and welcome back to more EU4 on the Rhodes Again, playing as the Knights. Now owning a pretty sizable chunk of the Constantinople trade node, and I feel like we're going to be doing pretty darn well from here on out. If I could grab a little more territory, eventually work toward things like Kandar, Genoa, Karaman, etc., we'll be looking pretty solid. The real next big stage, I think, is going to be setting up for another big fight against the Mamluks. For that to work, I would love to have a proper land connection. That would be quite sweet, wouldn't it? Yes. Best way to do that would probably be... Well, we can see exactly what the Mamluks do when they take some land from the Ottomans. It's probably going to be a fair bit. But I probably should fight Tunis and Morocco at some point. The problem is they've gotten a little on the strong side. So I don't know. Fighting Fezzan, I guess I could no-CB them, but I mean... Is that really what I want to do with my stability right now? We just worked so hard to get it back up there. I don't know. I think the biggest thing right now is we need to deal with some rebels. Then we kind of just need to sit back for a little bit and kind of chill and regenerate my manpower pool, because we're a little on the weak side. And no, Mamluks, I'm not going to give you military access. You're going to keep fighting the Ottomans until they're all dead. And then you're not going over here. You're not going to do it. It's not going to be a thing. Traveling minstrel, gain power. Yes. Of course, a foreign noble, attain power. Yes. Thank you. Wow, that is a lot of Mamluks. Oof, gosh. Influenza, less good. We are just going to accept that Smyrna is going to get some influenza, I suppose. We could try to speed up things here in Hudavendigar by giving them a little bit more unrest. That would be a thing. One way we could do that is to spend a little bit of cash trying to convert them fruitlessly, but I mean, who wants to spend that much ducats per month on something you know ain't gonna work? Not me. Not me in particular. We could potentially try to reduce some autonomy in a few places. Why does Arta not have a lot of unrest? Let's take a look at this real quick. Just make sure by doing this I'm not making things worse. Tolerance, religious unity, positive stability, blah, 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 blah. So we could just reduce your autonomy down without any consequence. Well, then we should absolutely do that. We can do that here, here, and here, I think. Probably don't want to do that anywhere else, but that shouldn't come back to bite me in any major way. In the meantime, we just got a little bit more value out of those provinces. Some would say that's pretty sweet. And we like it. Thank you. The one downside, of course, the Ottomans getting smashed over in Anatolia is they're going to rebuild their army over here in the Balkans. That does sort of suck, I'll admit. But, oh well. I guess if we wanted to, we could just go ahead and give Mamluks the access they are so desperately coveting, but meh. Kara takes a bit of land off of Crimea. Okay. Unfortunately, that does not reset who owns the land and I can raid their coasts. That would be cool. But it doesn't work that way. When does it expire? In a few years... Pretty sure, yeah, we're not doing anything until 1484, alright. And it looks like Crimea went bankrupt. Wish there was something I could do about that. Genoa, you're still allied to Savoy and Lucca. I'm highly tempted just to kill Genoa so I can get a little bit more growth. Also knock their trading post out of Constantinople, which by reducing their trade power, even though I don't think I get to keep the trading post, would result in a net increase in trade power for me. Which isn't so bad. How are we doing on tech? Plenty fine. Let's go ahead and grab the manpower recovery speed plus 20%. Also, another 15% from the assistance to the suffering, so that's 35% more manpower recovery speed, just like that. Some would say that's also pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. I like it. Looks like it already recalculated, though, so I can't see how much it matters. There's the Ottomans. Okay, so we get to fight them in Hudavendigar. Since this is woods, we get the defensive terrain, which is beautiful. Thank you. Goodbye. Then we're going to walk over here to Constantinople and get ready to go and deal with them as well. Of course, now we have to reinforce our armies, which costs money, but meh, it's fine. We are annexing Byzantium right now, which would be nice in that I can add some more territory in Greece to my my cord states. That's always good. Do we want to go ahead and manage some autonomy? I guess we can reduce and rest a little bit over here. It's almost actually enough to get rid of the stuff here. Hang on. If I went to Epirus... Oh, we can just put down the rebels. Sweet, now we never have to fight the suckers. Let's go ahead and turn off this fort. That works. That works out super duper nice. I like it. So how am I going to fight the Mamluks? It's really going to take a pretty large coalition. They've gotten very, very strong. Mamluks be uber scary this time around, and whenever you have a weakened Ottomans, that's like the natural counter to the Mamluks gone. And this is typical. Anytime you play anything that lets you take out the Ottomans early, whether that be a Byzantium game, or in this case, a Knights, maybe Epirus or Albania, whatever it's going to be, this sort of thing does happen. It's just unfortunate because I really do need to fight them in order to get my achievement. It's going to be a little bit tough. Could go for another idea with some prestige. Again, we're ahead of time, so I don't really see any reason not to, unless I want to get a state. Get Hudavendigar? Yes, I do think I want to get Hudavendigar as a state. It's a little early to do so, but I guess I'm okay with it. Let's go ahead and take Hudavendigar as a state and core them up. Could pass an edict. We do want the trade power. What I could do is religious unity in order to try and make this a little bit easier. Now that it's no longer a territory, it should already be easier, so I could try. 41 and 72. All of a sudden, that becomes reasonable. I'm willing to spend a bit of money in order to get rid of some of this Sunni lands and get the -7 unrest tolerance that we apparently have, which I consider to be very potent. Very potent indeed. Smyrna is going to be the only one that's really difficult for me to get, because that's a pretty big state that I do not control, and it's not going to be worth the maintenance cost. Pretty darn sure. Pretty darn sure. 42% of the way done with Byzantium. Okay. Seems reasonable. Looks like the Mamluks found a way across anyway. I guess they do have naval dominance now, so say goodbye, Ottomans. You are going for a 100% peace deal? Ouch! That's gonna hurt. With any luck, they actually decide to release some people, like Bulgaria or something, and I just pounce on them. That'd be sick. That'd be sick, dude. I want to do it. How much we can do. What do I get in my next round of government reforms, by the way? Anything really cool? Well, don't forget, in this expansion, I think the theocratic government reforms did get reworked pretty substantially, and I haven't played with this yet. So let's see. Safeguard the holy sites prestige. Okay. Combat heresy. 10% morale is great. Expulsion of heathens. Development cost. In certain circumstances could be pretty good, but I would love to get to another 10% morale of armies. That's extraordinary. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Alright, the Ottomans have had to cede a bunch of territory off to the Mamluks. No, they ceded one. I'm sorry. You ceded the fort right here? You know, I could have sworn that you already had... No, you had Halab before. Okay, you did take one territory away from the Ottomans. That's it. Albania and Trebizond have been released. Guess what that means? It means I need to kill Albania. That's what it means. And Trebizond, right up over here, doesn't matter to me. But Albania? 100%. Do I have a claim here? I do not. But we're going to try for it. So let's get a diplomat together and see if we can do this quickly. Did you get any allies yet? I mean, it's a one-province minor. It may not. I actually could vassalize them. Be one way of doing things. Killing them's another one, though. They are Orthodox, right? They are. Let's see how fast I can get a claim on them, hopefully before they get any major allies. And if they do get an ally, let's pray it's somebody that doesn't matter. You know, like Croatia. Somebody I'm happy to kill anyway. I guess we can go ahead and repay a loan. Sure, why not? And since the Byzantines are already now completely burned down, let's reduce my maintenance and make some money, but I'm gonna get these guys into position over in Epirus. And my heir has died. Okay. Well, how are we doing with our current estate situation? Right now, the nobility could use a bit of love, so we could go for a local noble and get some prestige. That's not a bad idea in this case. A foreign noble wouldn't be too bad either. Venetian heritage, good chance of making Venice like me more. Doesn't cost me any devotion, but right now devotion's doing okay, so I think we go ahead and just get the prestige. A 5-3-4? I'll take it! Please and thank you. What's my mission, by the way? I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, right, we have to have a barracks in Constantinople. We do have a mission for that. Faceting. This is a good one, actually. Gems are now produced in Constantinople. Local goods goes up and trade value goes up and the price of gems goes up for the rest of the game. Also, our heir is monthly war exhaustion. Isn't our leader also that? Yeah, we keep getting a lot of kind-hearted. Our last heir had kind-hearted too. Apparently, it's, no, it's not in the family. They're not related. I have no idea. No idea how that works. All right, so right now we are making 0.77 out of Constantinople producing glass, but gems should be worth 1.84. That's a whole nother ducat per month, dude. Yes! I love it. I love seeing these things occur. Clergy gosh dang you to frickin' with your condemnation! Stop it! We're 8 years ahead of time. I could temporarily take the missionary strength and just accept it. Fine, we'll take it. But mostly because I want to make sure we actually convert the last guys, including Smyrna if I can. 101 months is a long time to have to worry about it, though. Albania is guaranteed by the Ottomans. Are you sure, Ottomans? Because if you're going to give me an excuse to fight you again and reset the truce timer, guess what I will do? That. Actually, now, like, I really want to go fight Albania. Like, I would love to fight the Ottomans again when they're completely demolished. They've got nothing. They got 5,000 troops and pretenders and no ships. I don't know if we can even take anything from the Ottomans, but we'll reset the truce timer and demolish the suckers. This is exactly what you want to see happen. Can invest in another idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the prestige this time. Can get more diplomatic relations if we keep working down this route. That seems pretty solid. Have you allied anybody else? No, not as of yet. That's good. That's good. Just keep it that way for a little bit, please, and thank you. They're trying to train up some more troops, but he can't do much of anything. His capital's going to be doomed. As long as he doesn't get a lot of ships together. As long as he doesn't get a lot of those, we are completely fine. And he shouldn't be able to build much quickly. We got time to demolish this. All 8 ships are right here. The clergy mobilizes, gains stability. Finally, the clergy does something good! Imperial liberation in Salzburg? Really? Who are you fighting as a result? Tiny people. You're not going to call me in, right? Can't imagine you would do that. Bosnia is a march of Hungary. When did that happen? I was not paying attention, apparently. Hungary's strong in this game. Shockingly, though, they're not trying to eat the Ottomans. They probably should, but they're not. Okay. Cottage industry. Upset the bourgeoisie in order to get some production and some unrest, or loyalty and influence and also taxes and stuff. I'm just going to do this. It's safer right now. Why worry about it? Hello, Byzantines. I see that you're here. Yes, you are still a thing. I get it. Thank you. We're not too far off. I think we go ahead. Well, we can wait about another month or so, but we need to start raising up our army maintenance pretty soon. So this could be my chance to really start taking over a lot more territory in Anatolia without having to worry about fighting much of the Ottomans, because they got nothing left. Their army's almost completely dead. This is beautiful. The Mamluks are allying Ramazan. Well, that's going to be an interesting change in power here, because now Karaman can't do anything against them. At the same time, the more tiny allies you get, Mamluks, the more avenues I have of a way to fight you without fighting a much larger alliance network, so I'm good with that. So yeah, keep allying tiny people instead of big ones. Keep doing that. That's fine with me. Let's make our heir into a military general. Not particularly good. We'll put my main leader in charge. Losing a stability would suck, but otherwise, we can accept the risk. It is almost time for us to go and kill people. Let's go ahead and move my fleet into position to intercept on the off chance he decides to go anywhere, though I do not expect him to. And have you allied anybody else? Nope. Okay. Ramazan is likely going to become the vassal and then get annexed by the Mamluks. I'm surprised we haven't seen an event from Cyprus yet. I think that occurs around 1500. They have the opportunity to break free or become a vassal of the Mamluks. You know, there was actually a time when I was trying to do a Kingdom of Jerusalem achievement run on the channel, and I ended up deleting it because it didn't work. But I was hoping, by becoming a willing vassal of the Mamluks, I would eventually be able to agitate for my own liberty using the Ottomans to beat the Mamluks down and then get Jerusalem. That had been my plan. Brilliant, except that it didn't work. So maybe not that intelligent, but it seemed good. Alright, time to go ahead and pull you back. We have 6 more days until the war begins. Fabricate claim on Vlor. Now, the Ottomans may decide not to join, and if that's the case, that sucks. But it's free territory for me anyway. Free real estate, I'm not going to say no to that. So let's go ahead and do this. We are going to fight the Ottomans. Thank you! Alright, this seems like a great opportunity to me, and you've got no troops. Oh, it's unfair what I'm doing to you. Oh, I feel dirty, except I don't. All right, let's go ahead and pull off a lot of troops. We'll leave behind 4,000. The rest of you guys are just going to go ahead and start carpet sieging a little bit. And he can't do much of anything. Constantinople will certainly block you guys. And the Navy is currently sitting here. I see your ships there, so if you just want to sit there with your transports unable to do anything, fine by me. Although I would also love to go and kill them. So let's see, you're sitting here in Constantinople. Well, I'm not going to allow that, so we're going to come and kill you in a minute. Oman rejected an enforced peace. So does that mean you're at war again, Mamluks? It does, fighting against Oman, who I can't see, but they're doing things. So the Mamluks are making very good use of their great power status, which is something I don't often see out of the AI. Out of the AI, we just lost Constantinople because I didn't actually have a, I didn't have a garrison by the time we started the war. That was an oversight. Alright. Let me have it. Let me have it in the comments. I'm an idiot and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, they're gonna stop me from converting. Once we get down here quickly. This sucks. Alright, let's go kill him. You got a few thousand more troops. You're training up fast. I'm not too sure how you're doing it, but you are. Alright, let's go and work on Constantinople. He's going to put together an army real quick. Probably fine. Just annoyed. Alright, this just got a little bit harder than it needed to be. Let's say that. 73% of the way done with the Byzantines. That's good. Let's go ahead and start spying on the Ottomans. Just get a little bit of extra siege ability. That should make my life easier. We'll jump on this guy right here and kill him real quick. Then we'll probably turn around. And just sit nearby, ready to help, if needed. Actually, we can just go ahead and try working on this fort, but we need a little bit more, right? I think we do. Let's just go ahead and pull back. Let's see what happens with this. Let's move over to my own territory. We're stuck in our own... Oh, crap. Is he gonna jump on me? He probably will. He should. I have to retreat off of this. I wanted to kill Albania, but it's not worth it now. Let's go ahead and pull back for a second. Let's split up the navy here. And then, yeah, let's retreat for a second, get my siege general back so we can work on Constantinople, then we gotta go stomp on him. Gosh dang it. That was dumb. That was so unbelievably dumb. An easy war just became a lot harder for no reason because I'm stupid. Alright. Albania's trying to train up some troops, but they're not going to be able to field much anyway. So I'm not feeling especially worried about it. Let's get some extra siege pips over here. Now we're sitting at 28%. We can still beat this. We're fine. We're fine. I'm just irritated at myself. Okay. There goes Constantinople. Cool. Let's stack up the troops and let's go and have fun murdering. Oh boy, I sure do love the murder. Alright. Where can I fight him? Preferably in some defensive terrain, but if not that, then somewhere else. Let's see. Non-enforcement of ordinances. I will accept that for now. Now, let's see. You have mostly infantry, which is not especially surprising. I'd like to go and siege down Epirus because they're mountains. If he wants to engage me here, that's ideal. If he wants to go all the way down to Maria and fight in the highlands, that's also good for me. So let's just start moving in this direction. In the meantime, his pretenders are going to just be giving him some serious pain, so that's not a huge deal. Let's go ahead and do a quick split, crush this, come back. He is going to Maria, which is where I want to fight. Hold the phone. We have to go and defend this guy. I'm going to put a general in charge just so he doesn't get shattered quite as easily as before. Looks like his cavalry is coming after me. We've got reinforcements coming by. Let's go to, let's say, Arta. Looks like he's got an extraordinary morale deficit still. Did he go bankrupt again? Yep, he's gone bankrupt again. Okay, either that or it still hasn't expired and I'm just wrong. So let's go ahead and send everything we got over here to try and reinforce. We did lose on infantry, no big deal, but we're catching him out here. So with the generals in position and with his extremely low morale, I think we're fine. Say goodbye to that. Relations with Naxos has improved. Cool. I want to chase you down and try to kill you since you have no morale as is. You're probably going all the way up to Vidin, or Vidine, Vidzubidzibidid. You're dead, right? You got a little bit more morale, but it's not going to be much. Still not enough to completely stack wipe. Let's just keep following him around until he's dead. We're not going to give you a chance to get back up, dude. You've lost. You just don't know it yet. Albania's marching around and they're annoying me, but big whoop. Big frickin' whoop. Ottomans have allied Albania when they're already fighting me. Okay. No, that's fine. Go for it. Can't get here in time for a morale tick. That's alright. We're not fighting in defensive territory. It's not going to be enough to stack wipe, but they lost a couple thousand more men. Let's follow them all the way back up here once more. Hopefully the Pretender Rebels could do some work for me. Where are they? They might already be up here, actually. They are right here. So we're gonna just jump on these guys, and... not enough for a stack wipe again. Gosh, we're just gonna keep doing this back and forth? I'm also surprised I'm not reinforcing worth anything. Let's go for the regiment cost reduction. That's certainly nice. And yeah, we'll just fight you here again. Why not? I've just got no manpower. What is going on here? Let's get a stronger front line. Papal influence, devotion, money, and the Pope likes me. Gain a load of money. And make Venice or Hungary like me. Much as I like the devotion, I have to say that much money is tempting. I'm gonna make Hungary like me a bit more. We're already fine on Venice. And we're just taking a lot of damage for no reason here. Why is my morale just not reinforcing worth anything? That's what I want to know. Let's go and unsiege as much as we can here and get rid of that war exhaustion. That's going to become a problem. He's got to be suffering a lot here. He might actually get trapped by the Pretender Rebels now, if we're lucky. Let's start working against his fort. Siege down Albania. I need some time to reinforce anyway. I think we only need 3 troops over here. That should be easy. He's retreating way over here. That's fine. Waste your time. Air needed. Okay, so I just died and lost stability, but our 534 is now in charge. That's great. And the nobility again? Yeah, I think the nobility again. Let's get them more prestige. A 342 this time around. Not quite as good, but we'll take it anyway. Losing my siege general sucks. Bad timing for that. Let's unsiege Epirus real quick. Just national unrest reduction. That's good. He's going to have to unsiege his capital for a bit, which is going to be a problem for him. Now I'm out of manpower. Byzantium has been annexed. Okay. I think these guys are already part of a state. They are. Not going to worry about that right now, though. Do we want this fort? I guess it's okay to hold on to it for the moment. We are out of manpower, so I'm going to go ahead. I can't slacken recruiting standards. Ouch. Okay, let's have someone go and pick up the general real quick. Every little bit of siege value helps. Let's have you go and blockade. I just need to get some war score going. Make a lot of people like me, surprisingly. Okay. Missionary maintenance cost? Absolutely. Convert those guys very fast and very cheap. War exhaustion is high. Should be taking down because we have a good leader, so I'm not worried about it. They managed to get their capital back shockingly quickly. Now, one thing I do have is money, so I could actually just go ahead and grab some mercs. That's a lot of mercs. Wow, okay. 12,000? I could just get 8,000 more infantry with the Grand Company. Unfortunately, it's local and doesn't have a general. However, if I went with this guy, I would get 5,000 more infantry with a general who's actually pretty decent. And it wouldn't put me into a deficit. So I'm going to go ahead and train them up. Let's just start getting myself some mercenaries to preserve my manpower for a bit. That should be fine. We'll use them to go and stomp on the Ottomans while they have very little... Let's try to scare them away for a second. While they have very little morale. A good general should be worth their weight in gold. Okay, so they're going to run away, which is exactly what I want. Keep them stuck over here for a minute. Let's go ahead and siege a couple things. Just go ahead and give them some war exhaustion. Making good progress over here in Albania. A loan I will repay. I'll repay both. Now we're losing some cash. There he goes, the siege. That was actually shockingly quick. And now we have enough troops we should be able to beat them. And I don't even think he has a manpower pool because it looks like he's not reinforcing very quickly. At all. Alright, let's just go ahead and start working our way up. We are generating 197 manpower per month. Not exactly great, but I'll take what I can get. He's not going anywhere for a little bit, so we got some time. Albania's running away, as they should. Let's stay out of range of the fort, so Philippi, for example, is not worth going for right now. Though if he is going to stay split off like this is a perfect opportunity to corner Albania's forces and crush them, and he can't retrain. So that's good. Foreign drill instructor. Probably worth it. A little extra army professionalism is probably nice. I do like having that. Okay, now he wants to join his forces up, which I find irritating. Any chance I can get in here and crush them quickly? Not fast enough, I don't think. Where are you going, Adern? Let's see what happens. 21% chance in Constantinople, would prefer not to have to deal with that. He's locked, which is a good opportunity for me. Let's go ahead and move the troops forward. We're going to split him off, kill Albania's forces, then we're going to go and deal with these guys. They did not get Constantinople, fortunately. Okay, that's a stack wipe. And now we go and fight against the Ottomans, hopefully before they get the fort, though they might get it right now. They did not. Beautiful. And we've got the advantage in troops. You're going to die. Okay. Lots of money, upset the nobility, or gain a stability. I will take the stability, thank you. Now, where are you retreating? Probably up over here. So let's try to chase him down quickly. You got a pretty good general. Oh, we're going to fight you here. Sweet, you didn't even get a morale tick. He's going to get hit, but he did not die. He's probably going up this way. Let's chase him. Again, my lack of morale is what's hurting me right now, but at least we have mercenaries able to do some of the work. Still injuring him quite a bit. He's not going far. Let's go ahead and reduce the places that he can retreat to for a second. I don't think I was going to catch him. What's going on here? Do my mercenaries take a lot of hits? They did. That's fine. They got a separate manpower pool. A-okay with me. A-okay. Let's give my mercenaries a chance to regenerate, and then we'll go fight him again. Smyrna, I can afford to do this. It's very cheap now that we have the mercenary maintenance cost reduction, so that's beautiful. Now, where are you going to go? You going to go to Albania? Because if so, it's a fort that I control in the mountains. So that would be great. Crimea has rivaled me, all right? He wants to march around and siege something, but he might go down to the fort in Moria, which actually means I was right not to get rid of it when I did. Now, if we fight him, he's likely going to have to retreat all the way back to Adern. But that's fine. If I can stack wipe his army, he'll have to train a whole new one in Anatolia, and I don't think he's going to have a good time with that. So he's marching up north. Let's see if we can intercept him somewhere that makes sense. I don't want to fight him in defensive terrain if I can avoid it, but I'm okay with it since we have a numbers advantage. We're going to hit him on February 1st. This is a far more even fight than it ought to be. His morale is back up. Okay, so his bankruptcy has expired. He's going to go to Adern. He's going to get a morale tick. There's not much I can do there. But we can catch up and do some solid damage. And then where's he going to go from there? Because there's nowhere he controls. He's going to run one... again, the end of a month. More morale ticks. Come on, we got to catch him out right at the end of a month. That's it. Stack wipe. Perfect. Okay. Now, my mercenary company disappeared. But what we could do is just go ahead and grab the free company and stuff and start working on some other sieges, I suppose. Relatively cheap. It's not too bad. I just need manpower. I need people going out here and fighting. That's all I need. Let's turn off the fort in Constantinople. It's no longer relevant. Austria is still emperor. That's good. If I can get the capital of the Ottomans down, that makes my life easier. Level 2 fort's not going to be an option. Let's just go ahead and siege whatever we can get our hands on. That was costly. We are down by a lot of manpower. 12,000 manpower. Eesh. New organization, though. More army professionalism's nice. A land force limit modifier will let me regenerate a little faster. I don't know. I feel like we may have a Pyrrhic victory in the sense that we've taken a lot of damage here. Like, a lot more than I really want to. But, on the plus side, we're going to be able to fight the Ottomans again. You know? So we got to do a lot of damage to them. Let's go ahead and just siege him down, get some war exhaustion. We got time now. I don't think he's going to be doing much. He is not yet even training up any new troops. Kandar just declared war on the Ottomans. Kandar. With Karaman. And Crimea. Yeah. You doomed, dude. You doomed. I would like to get over to this fort if possible. Preferably siege it down. Before he can do much, just so I can control a fort. That way I can demand what I want in Anatolia, and he can't say no. And, I mean, this fort is not bad in the sense that it's in a good defensive terrain, which is rare enough. But I think I am going to get rid of it. I don't think I need to pay for it at all. If I'm going to get a fort at all, it's going to be an Epirus, because that's good to use against, the Venetians in the future. What I'd love to do is trap his army over here with a fort in Epirus. Haha, that'd be great. But no, we're not going to be able to do that. Constantinople, and what's going on here? Hello, where'd these transports come from? I think I stole a couple more transports. I might have. No, I got the ones from Byzantium. Right. I took their ships. Okay. Well, I think this is probably a good place to end this. We're just once again going to, just do our thing and stomp on the Ottomans. What I would like to do is possibly work my way down this coastline to get a land border against Karaman, because that becomes a way for me to fight against the Mamluks going forward. Also, pretty decent defensive area if I want to build a fort in Teke, Highland. Could be a great bottleneck to use against the Mamluks if I don't take more land against the Ottomans. To be fair, though, the Ottomans might just give them something. We may not even be able to take land from the Ottomans. No, we totally can. Never mind. Coalition, huh? Against people I don't care about. That's kind of fun. He refuses to give me this, of course, at the moment. I don't like the idea of the Mamluks getting a coalition against me. That would be a problem. At the same time, if they fight me, that's one way to pull in Austria, Castile, and Venice. So they probably would say no. This is what I would like to do. I may not get the option, though. If I took off this, though. Maybe? Yeah, that way I don't have to fight the Mamluks. This could be a decent peace deal just to take a little bit of territory. We're not going to be able to get much because they were not my, they were not the war goal. Right? So I know I can't take a lot from the Ottomans no matter what. Also, we have heretics. We call that unfortunate timing because I have no manpower to work with. So that sucks. Well, let's go send the Free Company. We'll start working on the siege, and then we will come back to it, and we'll fight the Ottomans, take what we can. Preferably some money and stuff, then eat some territory from Albania. Alright, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, let's go ahead and see what it is.